Hello again. Hey, it's Richard Blackstone with another Create One Love note. Our note today is this is pretty profound too. I like this one. Our note says, of all the things we do in our lives, the one thing that is truly pointless and detrimental to fulfilling their life experience is to worry about anything. Worry is pointless. We are eternally and only living in the present moment of now. What we do in the now creates what happens in the next moment of now. And see how that works? Worrying in the present moment of now manifests what you are worrying about in the next moment of now. Love tells us that it's all good. When you take on that philosophy, you understand that there is nothing to worry about. If you don't like what you are experiencing, then merely choose another positive thought and then create that into your experience. Don't worry, be happy. Don't you love that song? That Bobby McFerrin song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. You know, I can still remember vividly the first time I ever heard that song. I was driving in my car, I was going over to a friend's house, and this song came on the radio that I'd never heard of before. And Bobby McFerrin started singing this thing, and the lyric, of course, kept going, don't worry, be happy, do 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 do. And you know, I was just tapping my toes, and I had a big smile on my face, and I was going, oh man, what a cool song. And you know, usually when you hear a song for the first time, you know, you can't remember the lyrics or anything. And you know, I got to my friend's house, and the first little conversation I had, I said, you know, I heard the neatest song on the radio. It's called Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I can't tell you any other song that I've ever remembered like that. And the reason it struck me was because the profundity of the concept of just don't worry, be happy. And it's also true, especially when you start waking up to yourself, you realize this concept of worrying is actually very harmful to your health. You know, and it just doesn't do you any good. You know, there's no reason to worry, because if you are worrying, you're probably worrying about something in your past that's already happened, or you're worrying about something in your future, your imagined future, that hasn't even happened. And you know what life is really about is you're living in the now. Everything in your life is happening right now. So if you are worrying about something, what you're doing is you're creating a platform for your next experience. Your next experience is going to kind of manifest as whatever you worried about. And conversely, if you are living in the now and you think thoughts of, wow, my life is glorious, and man, I can't wait till you know, I manifest the next wonderful thing in my life, then that's what you're creating for the next moment of now. You're always in the now, folks. That's where life is lived. And so don't worry, be happy. Now I know that sounds, you know, pretty, you know, yeah, okay, it sounds good, but you know, I have things to worry about. Well, you know, I was that way too. You know, when I was sleepwalking, you know, I was worrying about stuff all the time, and you know, I realized that, you know, that didn't do any good. You know, especially once I started waking up to my true, authentic self, you know, I realized that this concept of worrying was actually not only detrimental to my psyche, but it was also very detrimental to my physical health. You know, your body listens to what you're talking about out there. And if you're worried about stuff, it will manifest in your body. And so you can create diseases and illnesses just by worrying about stuff that has nothing to do with your body. But your body is you. It is you in manifest form. It is you, your projection to the world. So if you're worrying out there, it's reflected here. So I know that it sounds kind of simplistic, but believe me, just get on the path of thinking positive thoughts, and all of a sudden your worry is going to kind of move to another place. And this is all part of the concept of this conscious creation of your life. And I invite you to really think about the idea of consciously creating your life instead of just living life as a sleepwalker like I did for 40 years. I look back on that and I go, oh yeah, okay, I had some fun, but the life I live now, where I'm consciously creating abundance, health, and harmony every day of my life, there's no comparison. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the art of conscious creation, go to my website, masteryourlifevideos.com. You can get 23 videos about who you really are and how to consciously create your life. And you're going to really enjoy them. And there's not one in there about worrying. So, once again, don't worry, be happy. Until I see you again, live in love.